episode of Profit Picks. If you are new, we do always start the show by being transparent. And yesterday, or the weekend rather, because we didn't do a show yesterday, it was pretty damn good. I don't even have. Let me just look. I'll go glance on Wagertalk. I should look at it, but yesterday went 4-1 in the WNBA. Cashed the 5% NBA play. We've been doing pretty good. So last 3 days it says I was 8-4. Last week I was 17-6. So we're seeing things real well. We keep trending in that right direction, and we'll try to keep it going here into this week. I had a thought too. I'm gonna pull up some of these comments. Shout out to y'all. Yeah, Mavs missing free throws again was tough, but I was thinking about it because I'm late for the show. Not that it should be a shocker if you've been around, but that's kind of who. Not that I'm late to everything, but that's kind of who I've been when all my jobs or the couple regular jobs that I actually had. There was a little grace period, and I would always come right within the grace period. I would get my job done. I would, especially when I work commission too. Like I do really good job at whatever I was working in, but that's why nobody really minded what I did. But it continues to go now into the shows. Just thought about that. But Delroy, you are right. Free throws were a big deal. They should be able to shoot them a little bit better in the next game at home. Richie, what's going on? S. Dot in the building. You weren't. He says maybe not. Yeah, Delroy was first. KC44, appreciate you. What up, Ray D'Amico? Appreciate that. Congratulating me on my 5%. Sean in the building. Jeff, all the usuals popping in. JB in here. Appreciate it all, y'all. He says, Skee been on a heater. Let's keep it pushing. Yeah, man. I'm a streaky kind of person in basketball in real life, in sports betting, and in general. So hopefully we can keep it going. I think I was even a little bit later than that, maybe like 2 minutes. Jeff says, ready to keep adding to the bag. BG reminding everybody to hit the like button. Appreciate that 100%. My bad. Appreciate you, Delroy. Says good call on the Mystics yesterday. That one was pretty easy right there. Pretentious prodigy. Yeah, Casey, I was a little bit more late than normal today. A little bit more late. My bad, you guys. Mike R in the building says, Big Skee, I made a live show. Appreciate you. Shout out to joining us. Shout out to you joining us live. And hopefully you can make a few more. A lot of great cappers in here in the chat, as you see when we do the replays. And I'm glad you could be a part of the live chat, the live show today. Justin, was good. Appreciate y'all, man. Definitely appreciate all of you guys. G Martinez says, Skee just don't care enough. I'm a pretty easygoing person. I can say that about myself in general. I don't really care about a lot of things that majority of everybody else cares about. Let's see, a couple more comments before we get started on today. What up, Cash Out, Brando? I can maybe talk about it a little bit, but I'm not going to deep dive. There's a lot of stuff that's still, they're going to do media day today. I want to deep dive, but I have opinions really quick. We can talk about it a little bit. Pretentious prodigy, appreciate you, bro. Wham Bam reminding everybody to hit the like button. Much appreciated. It helps out the show. I'll say if we've been helping you make money on the show, do the show a favor. Help the show out. Just hit the like button. Wayne Whitten, appreciate you reminding everybody as well. I gotta figure out where it's at, Justin. What up, Mark? Appreciate that. Appreciate all you guys, man. All right, let's get to it. KC. I'm not a liar either. I tell the truth. I'm a pretty honest, straightforward, blunt person. Firing me up in the chat, and rightfully so. Yeah, we'll see who that next Lakers coach is. Jamrock kicks, absolutely. All right, let's get to it. So we do have one game for today. But I don't. I mean, I didn't want to talk too much. I don't want to talk too much about the NBA. Maybe I'll do NBA after. I'll do NBA after. So first up, we have Fever and Sun. This one opened up Sun minus 12 down to 10.5. And gotta get this straight right here. Total, it opened 161.5 and is down to 159. As far as the injury report, same usual suspects continue to be out for the Fever. I got to figure out if Demiris Dantes is even coming back. All right, Jefferson, game time, truly questionable for the Sun. So they're gonna have everybody they've been having, and I feel like we've how many times have we seen these teams play each other? Um, a little bit more than I would like. That's just kind of how I'm thinking. But Sun off of a loss, I always like to look at the top tier teams in that role, and their team that gets out early. Let me just pull up the numbers to try to back it up here. Wow, numbers this year kind of even. I mean, they're 4-3 at home in the first half. But Fever, we know how they've been. They've been that poor, slow starting team, 3-8-1 in the first half. They've only covered 1 out of 7 road first halves. And after the teams throw their first punch at them, then they come back and kind of try to fight back into the game. So I'm thinking here that Sun first half, maybe even Sun first quarter would be a way that I would look here. I don't know that I would want to trust them for the entirety of the game again. So lean that way. And if we like the Sun, we have to think it's going to be played at their pace, which is dead last in the league. And they're the number one defensive team in the same span. On that same note, the Fever have been the worst defense. So maybe it's a situation where you go Sun first half, I believe. Let's see, minus 6.5. It was 7.5, so it's come down. Maybe you go with Fever team total under, or if you have like a first half team total or something like that. 73.5 is pretty low. So I think I just prefer the Sun first half right now. I didn't bet it quite yet, but it's the only way I can think to bet this game. Let's see if the chat feels any different. If the chat can help push me in that direction. Let's take a look. JW thinks Indiana will cover full game. The market does. They're taking this one down. What up, Dabby Cab? Appreciate you stopping by. Shout out to him. He does a show with my boy Dutch, Medicaid Mondays. You can go check it out if you didn't while it was live. Shout out my boy Dabby Cab. Wham, I would like Dan Hurley, but he's not going to be our coach. It's already been announced, so over it already. S. thinks the Fever cover as well. Casey trying to look for Clark's turnovers today. Says might have the ladder. Sun are definitely capable defensively. Absolutely. And I mean, we saw in that first game. I know Caitlin's had some time to adjust, but Dejanay Carrington, man, she be looking nice and stuff all pretty before the game, but she show up and be a menace on that court. And I can see her locking up once again. So I understand where you're coming from there, KC. This though, will make me maybe just hesitate a little bit. When good players get motivated, you could see special things. Mike R reminds us that Clark told her coach they woke a beast because they left her off the Olympic team. And he says Fever money line plus 470. Damn. That's I'm never gonna talk you off a big price like that. And I do think she should show up. She should show up. Casey's not buying it. Oh my god, man. I love the chat. S. says you can see the confidence building back in the Fever. Oh, her turnovers are 4.5. She thinks she can. I didn't even know there was really a number, but she said you can get 4.5. Mike R says he's betting it. So he's rolling with what Caitlin said. Matt G's thinking about Alyssa Thomas. I don't really dig too deep into these player props. I'm not gonna lie. Haven't. I mean, I bet the Skylar one because it was a situation I just could not ignore. But I don't look at him on a daily basis like that. No, if I like the Fever, I would be betting them full game. That's how I feel cash out. Boofer in the building. What's up, Boofer? He says she will show up 25 plus points, 30 plus. Think she's gonna hit for 30. She has been able to score, just is coming with a lot of turnovers. So maybe betting on her. Man, that's tough. Sun defense is tough. This game, it's a very tough game. Like I said, I didn't get to the window. If I do get to the window on this one, I'll share it with my members. I'll share it with my members, and just make sure you guys look out. So on that note, we'll talk a little bit about game 3, and that looks like Mavs as a 1.5 point favorite. Total is 213. I mean, we got to talk about. Let me pull up these stats too. I wasn't really expecting to talk too much about this, but let's talk about what we've seen. That first game, Mavs just kind of got punched, and it's hard to come back when you're down that much. They did fight back and kind of play even the rest of the way. They lost by double digits. This last game, they still didn't really play good. Luca, I mean, he was playing well, but nobody else is really giving you anything. Maybe they have to play in a different way, where you know, I mean, maybe you do have to try to get. I mean, these guys have to knock down shots, and I do think in general, you know, role players shoot better, play better at home. So I do expect that. They've shot below 30% as a team from three the past or in both games so far in the finals. So I think we'll see a better shooting performance from everybody on Dallas. I mean, maybe Jason Kidd. I mean, maybe Jason Kidd has to put in like Tim Hardaway Jr. or something, or give somebody a chance who can get hot and knock down some of those perimeter shots, because that's what the Celtics are daring them to do. And Luca, he's able to get his numbers, and it's not enough. I mean, let's pull up his specific stats yesterday. Luca, 12 for 21, 4 for 9 from three. I mean, he missed some free throws, but he played a good game, man. He had a triple double. I mean, what defensively is where Luca's hurting them, but I mean, you need somebody to score the ball. So maybe they got to play in a way where, I mean, Luca, I feel like he can. I feel like maybe you got to try to get Kyrie running the offense, and maybe Luca post up or something. I don't know, but I do think Jason Kidd will do something different. I think guys like Tim Hardaway Jr. might see the floor too, just to try to get some more shooting out there. And I think regardless, everybody's going to hit better at home. So that, I mean, that's making me look towards an over already. Uh, let's see, they made it to. We live capping on the show right now. Since somebody asked in the chat, by the way, I wasn't expecting to even dig deep on this, but they scored 103 in that last game, and both teams shot 26, 23% from three. I could argue both teams shoot better, you know, and we're looking at 10 more points in this one. I think the over. I think it's time for points to be scores. The role players, like I said, will step up. So that's my first thought right there. And also, I still think the Mavs are capable of winning. I mean, they only lost this game by 7. Got some real bonehead plays in that last 2 minutes or whatever. They were down by 7, I think, or something like that, and then gave up 2 threes just with PJ throwing it backcourt, and you know, it just was bonehead plays. So I think that the Mavs have a lot to improve on. And like I continue to say, I trust Jason Kidd to do it. That's just that's how I feel. I mean, Celtics are a great team. They're a tough challenge, but I expect them to I expect the Mavs to be the better shooting team, regardless if that translates to wins, whether they win the rebounding battle or whatever else. I expect the Mavs to shoot better, and I think the Celtics can too. So lean Mavs, lean over. I'll try to find ways to back one of those, and we'll come back and talk about it tomorrow. I'll try to get Mr. Robino to come talk these games out with me. We got 3 WNBA tomorrow, and we can talk about the NBA Finals. And also, I'm going to talk about it with my guys, Dutch, Ian, and Babano. So we'll have a lot more in-depth NBA, but that's how I'm thinking about right now. Let me see a couple more comments, and then move on over, get out of here. PJ was hooping besides that little bonehead stuff at the end. I agree. Dante likes the Mavs early. Yeah, Kai does need to step it up a little bit. Kai, he hasn't played well in Boston since he left. So coming back home, he's been in this position before being down 0-2. I think he will play a lot better. I think he will. That's another person that I trust. Pretentious Prodigy says Celtics in 5, but Mavs get the next game. I agree. Dirty Mavs need some guys to knock down some shots. Chris says Mavs are 5-1 straight up and against the spread in game 3 of the playoffs with Jason Kidd. Nice stat. Like I said, Jason Kidd is really good at making adjustments. Mike R likes that Mavs first quarter. Dirty disagrees. Let's see what Wham Bam's talking about. Bro, I've been saying this whole postseason, Mavs won't win with the hero ball Luka. They need Kyrie to be point of attack and sprinkle in Luka because he won't have a bad game. Yeah, that might be the route that they have to go now. It really is. BC, will you have pending for WNBA later? I mean, I don't just bet just to bet, BC. I'm going to continue to think about it. I'm going to see if I can, solidify whatever edge I feel like I might have on the game. And then if I bet it, then I bet it. And if I do, I release it later. If I don't, then I don't. I'm not here just to bet. I'm here to try to win. And I wouldn't tell you guys anything just to tell you. Like I always say, I make every bet myself that I give you guys. So I'm not sure, BC, but if you become a member, you will know today. KC says Draymond said that on his pod. They need to change the whole offense and play Luke out the post. Okay. I can see it. I mean, that's kind of what I'm saying too, right? I just think there's some kind of other way where you can get more people involved. Michael says the Celtics hadn't even been playing well. I mean, they haven't played their best. They haven't played their best a lot of games in the playoffs. So I mentioned let's make some arguments against the Celtics. How about this? Let's try to think of some. The Celtics. Do we trust Jason Tatum to play better on the road? I mean, I don't know. I don't know that I do. I've become less and less of a Jason Tatum fan over the years. It just is what it is. Started off a really big Jason Tatum fan, and it's become I don't know how much I trust him to do certain things anymore. Do we trust Porzingis to have a game like Game 1 again, or a better game? No, he barely could make. I mean, he's laboring up and down the floor. He's going right to the corner, so he don't got to move. And who knows how effective, how much he's going to play in that game. Drew, he had a really, really good game. He usually has good games, but he did it scoring wise. Are we going to expect him to come out and continue scoring 26 points if Jason Tatum is lacking? I don't think so. I think he'll still make a lot of winning plays, but I don't think that offense is going to be like that again. So I don't know. I can understand you saying they haven't been playing well, but what are they going to improve on? What are they going to do better? I mean, the Mavericks are going to continue to make adjustments to try to make things harder for them. When you win games, you make minor adjustments. You don't make anything too strong or anything. You keep doing what you're doing until it's not working anymore. You might make a few tweaks. So I think that, I don't know that they're going to play better. I think they can shoot a little bit better from 3. That's all I'll say. That's just my thought process. Because they're going to be at home, role players play better at home. We've seen these same guys who are missing shots make shots all playoffs long. They're NBA players. They're still capable of doing it. That's why I expect it. And I expect it to be a game plan. Like if Luka's, not that they weren't open already, but if Luka's playing out the post, I just feel like there's nobody really that can guard him unless it's, a big. And they're gonna have to like double team or something. And that might, draw more people to get even more open shots. There's gonna be a way. And I just trust that role players shoot better at home. That's my answer. Thank you, Justin. One drop shop. BC, there is a link in the description if you would like to become a member. Kong's clip sharing the best bet in NHL. Appreciate that because it's not a whole lot of action tonight. He likes the Florida Panthers money line, the under 5.5 parlay. Appreciate you sharing. Casey says Drew MVP. Drew or Brown, one of the two. Wham says Jason Tatum doesn't care. I trust Jaylen Brown, Finals MVP plus 300 and 200. I definitely can see him getting it. He's been playing damn good. Cool. Kev says Luka defense is trash. He's making it too easy for Celtics to score. I agree. Got to find a way to be better defensively. I know he's hurt and all this stuff, but got to find a way to be better defensively. All right, good stuff, y'all. So I will move it on over to best bets, and I'm not gonna lie, we'll go back to the old school way. I'm not. I don't have a best bet as it is right now. You know, when I have them, I share them. We've been cashing a lot of nice ones plus monies, but as of right now, I don't have anything I'm willing to put my money on. So a lot of great cappers in the chat, like we used to do every single day. Go ahead and drop your best bets down there, and I'll shout some of them out. But just finishing thoughts while you guys do that. I think I'm up 48. A little bit up 48 units in the NBA in the playoffs so far, something like that. So if you guys want to be involved, the link to my page is in the description. It's wagertalk.com. And WNBA has been pretty damn good too. I've hit 17 of my last 22 WNBA wagers. So you guys know where to find my work. I'm going to continue to do shows and talk about them and give them, but if you want these games right when I bet them, that is where you find out my work. Not a whole lot of best bets coming in the chat, so it'll be quick and easy. Robert, he did say Suns team total over. Didn't give the number, but he's talking about Connecticut Sun. Justin says Jordan Alvarez over 1.5 bases plus 117. Guys locked into some baseball. I'll join you guys after All-Star break. We'll talk some MLB. We'll get it on the diamond. Nard Ho says best bet Indiana run line. He's talking about the Indiana Fever plus 10.5, I believe. Good stuff there. Jeff is sharing the Orioles run line plus 115. Appreciate you, Jeff. Dominic says Baltimore under 11.5 wins. I think that's NFL talk right there. Derek is going with Thomas over 10.5 rebounds at plus 110. Says she averages 12 rebounds versus the Fever this year. I definitely could see Alyssa Thomas cleaning up on the board. So nice work. Peter Mack thinks the Sun can score at least 85. Thinks they can score 86 plus. Going with the Sun team total. One drop shot. Likes what I was talking about. He said Suns first quarter and first half. And Rick White going with Baltimore money line and Gilbert minus 1.5 walks parlay. I'm not sure how that works. Shout out to Todd Hampton and Maurice, both becoming members. Appreciate both of you guys. And Sean Evans likes Judge over 2.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Interesting. All right. Appreciate you guys. Like I always say, show is absolutely nothing without the chat. A lot of great cappers and just a lot of great people. And we have a good time. We have fun, etc. All that good stuff. So best of luck if you guys are telling some of the stuff from the chat. Good luck, everybody, on all your action. I'll be back. I'll be on with Kyle. So I need to shore up some looks before 1 p.m. I'll be on the show with him and Crispy Capping on Kyle's channel. But I'll be back here tomorrow, probably with Mr. Ravino, and then again with Dutch, Babano, and Wham Bam. Till then, peace.